Breaking news, guys. Tanisha Wright, the head coach of the Atlanta Dream in the WNBA, has officially been fired. Oh my goodness. This is really crazy. I mean, first it was Kurt Miller last week. The very next day it was announced that Teaspoon, okay, Teresa Weatherspoon, the coach of the former coach rather, of the Chicago Sky was fired. And now just this evening it's just been reported Tanisha Wright, the head coach of the Atlanta Dream, has now been fired. Allow me to please read you an article. Okay, it's all over the news. Okay, this is from BleacherReport.com. Let me give them that credit. It says the Atlanta Dream announced Wednesday that they have fired head coach Tanisha Wright. While the Dream made the playoffs in 2024, they posted their third straight losing season under Wright. Damn. Says Tanisha was an important contributor in our efforts to rebuild the Dream, and we want to thank her for her hard work and dedication to the Dream over the last 3 seasons and wish her the best in the future. General Manager Dan Padover said in a statement. That's what he released. So at this time, we believe a change is needed to lead our players and organization to the next chapter in our efforts to be a top team in the WNBA. So it's getting competitive. Again, there's so many eyes on the WNBA now, thanks to the Caitlin Clarks, the Angel Reeses, Dejanay Carrington, such so forth and so forth. And these not just the teams, but the general managers, right? The front office, the organization, the spearheads for it. They're like, listen, we can't keep getting clowned like this. If not, again, like Atlanta Dream literally knocked off Chicago Sky when it came to clinching that eighth seed spot in order for them to qualify for the playoffs, and that still wasn't enough. Because as you can see, Tanisha Wright has been let go. This is crazy. Again, it's a very competitive environment to be in the WNBA. Okay, so that was the end of the article. Bombs just keep on dropping. Again, I just watched the New York Liberty versus Las Vegas Aces game that came on the other day. That was Monday, and yeah, you saw Teresa Weatherspoon. Okay, she was there. I didn't even know. Okay, that she is actually legacy of the New York Liberty. I had no idea. Again, like I knew that she played a little bit, but I didn't know. Like I think she played like 10 years for New York Liberty. So when they put the camera on her and Big Ellie, the mascot of the New York Liberty, she gave her a hug and she was kind of like patting her, trying to comfort her. It was so sad because you can actually see Teresa Weatherspoon. She was kind of getting teary eyed. And again, I didn't realize that like she had played for New York Liberty for that long, and that's why they was just sorry, they were trying to honor her and just trying to uplift her spirits because it was just so sad. Like she literally, like they put her face, they blasted her on the screens all over the arena, and they just showed her some love. Like she was teary eyed, but she stood up, she waved at the crowd, and then you just saw Big Ellie just give her a huge embrace. Again, people have been calling for several coaches. Even guys, listen, Sandy Brondello is not safe, okay? But who's Sandy Brondello? Australian woman, fierce. She is the head coach of the New York Liberty, the number 1 ranked seed in the entire WNBA. People are not satisfied with her. They said, like, listen, Sandy got to go. They said that the only reason why that her team is like literally the number 1 and most powerful team, they said because she got good players. She got good pieces on her chessboard. They said, but she still doesn't know how to actually set up, the perfect plays for them. The training needs to be better on this, that, and the third. I'm like, damn, like y'all want Sandy to be fired too? Again, somebody had commented in one of my previous videos. Yes, I have been riding Coach Spoon pretty, not I want to say harshly. I don't want to say that. I've been critiquing her as a head coach of the Chicago Sky. Again, I'll admit it. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I have called for her job several times in previous videos, but that was just because, okay, that was only because it appeared as though like she was not learning from her previous experiences, right? Like she was not making the correct and proper adjustments from last games. And it seemed like we kept doing the same thing that just kept getting us, not even just, losing the game. We got destroyed. We got humiliated, embarrassed time and time again. But I remember like on one of my last videos where I was like, you know what, it's time for us to move on from Spoon. I got a lot of comments saying like, you didn't even know, this is her first term, her first year being a head coach. They said that she deserves one more season. I was like, you know what, y'all are right, okay? Maybe I need to just, allow, again, like she said, even Coach Spoon said it several times, she's in the middle of rebuilding. And I was like, you guys, you know what, you're right. We have a lot of injuries. We got illness. We got 2 rookies. I agree with you guys. Let's give Spoon one more season for the WNBA 2025. Like literally 2 days later, it was announced she was fired right after Kurt Miller. I was like, oh my goodness. And I ain't gonna lie, I felt horrible for her, and I still do now. Especially seeing like, how not Las Vegas, New York Liberty showed her so much love and she was getting teary-eyed. I almost got emotional because I'm like, again, like I don't want to ever come off as like I'm bullying people, no matter who it is. I don't care if it's the Fever, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, the LA Sparks, even though they okay, that's just how I feel. But again, it's like, that's not me, okay? I'm gonna give my critiques, I'm gonna analyze, I'm gonna, give my analysis. I'm gonna give my criticisms, but I don't want to like, be harsh, threatening people, have people threatening people in my comments. Like, it's, guys, y'all will be surprised the things that I've seen in my comments. You guys don't see it because like as soon as I get, like, I got my notifications on, as soon as I see some crazy stuff, I mute that person and immediately delete. Okay, because it'd be low key a bloodbath sometimes in my comments. I'm like, this is not the channel for that. Again, Tanisha Wright, people, again, like I read you guys that article from Bleacher Report. They said that she has been the head coach of the Atlanta Dream for 3 failed consecutive seasons, meaning like they just, again, like I understand like why, again, like we're getting more competitive in the WNBA, and these general managers and the fans, especially, even the players, the teammates, right? They want instant gratification. Like, we want to make it into the playoffs. Everybody wants to make it into the semifinals, the finals, and win that championship. But like, it can only be one winner. Okay, everybody doesn't get a trophy. Everybody doesn't get into the semifinals, the playoffs. Even only 8 teams of the 12. So it's like, again, it's just like, the general managers, that everybody getting fired, they just put up a little cute little graphic on Twitter saying thank you. They release a little general statement saying, oh, they'll always be a part of the family. But it's like, again, like, what exactly do y'all expect from Tanisha, right? She did make it into the playoffs. Okay? Let's see, like in the 2023-2022 season, the past 2 previous seasons, did the Atlanta Dream even make it into the playoffs? Hell, they bumped Chicago Sky. I feel like y'all should give her credit for something. Again, but I didn't really follow Atlanta Dream like that, but I see like on social media, on Twitter, a lot of the fans, a lot of the, a lot of people would like, say Tanisha Wright is a terrible head coach and that she needed to go. So, well, y'all got y'all wish. It's like I kind of got my wish when they just fired Spoon from the Chicago Sky head coach position. This is scary, y'all. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. It's like the anxiety I know in the WNBA got to be up. Again, not just the players. The players, we've seen girls come and go like this. Okay, Celeste Taylor bounced around. Odyssey Sims, she's bounced around. Queen Egbo bounced around. People getting waved. Okay, all they get is like a thank you note on Twitter. The little graphics. They be trying to make it look cute and pretty it up. Okay, players are getting waved back to back. Okay, all throughout the season. Players are getting injured, snapped up. And now you're seeing in like the span of less than 2 weeks, 3 head coaches, not assistant coaches, the head coaches are being waived from teams. They're getting fired. Okay. And it got me thinking. Again, I'm not trying to put it out there, but it's like, let's be honest, this is not Tanisha Wright is not going to be the last. Okay, just like she was in the first. First it was Kurt Miller, then it was Teaspoon, and now it's freaking Tanisha Wright of the Atlanta Dream. And it begs the question, y'all know where I'm going with this. Who do you think going to be next? Honestly, I hate to put this out there because, again, like, I love her. I love her sound, okay? But I believe, okay, of course, Becky Hammon, she's just a competitor. She's fierce. But the reason why she was, like, really coming for the Vegas Aces ladies when they kept getting whipped back-to-back for the New York Liberty during the semifinals, okay, in Game 1, Game 2, not only does she want a three-peat, I honestly believe Becky Hammon's job is on the line. Okay, the GM, they're saying, like, listen, all the mess you got going on with Dearica Hamby, okay, even though she kind of got punished, she got a slap on the wrist. That's why Dearica Hamby is coming for her, the WNBA as a whole, and the entire Las Vegas Aces organization as a whole, right? They like, a 2-game suspension. This woman was, again, allegedly, this is all alleged. Dearica Hamby alleges that Becky Hammon was bullying her. She was discriminating her in the workforce, intimidating her, all this type of stuff because she was pregnant. Okay, she became pregnant. And Dearica Hamby is like, I want what's mine. I don't know if like she's trying to sue for wages that was lost pretty much. Again, like there was some things allegedly that was supposed to be like given to her underneath the table. Her daughter's private tuition paid for, a home. Okay, they was giving her like a lot of perks for being on the Aces team. And once she became pregnant, Becky was like, no, we can't have a pregnant woman. Like, no, like you're supposed to be a starter. Okay, you're 6'3", Dearica Hamby. I need you to like be without child, okay, to perform. And I was like, oh, you're pregnant? Take away the daughter's private tuition. Take away the home. Take away all the little perks. You know what? Get off the team. You can go to the Fever. You can go to the Sparks. You can go to the Dream. Like they gave her some options. I was like, but you can't be with the Aces no more. You ain't put up. You didn't hold up your side of the deal, allegedly. Okay. So Dearica Hamby is out for blood, and I believe that the general manager and the front office of the Las Vegas Aces, they telling Becky like, look, you want to keep your job as the head coach of the Vegas Aces? Then we need for us to three-peat. We need you to pull it out of Asia Wilson, aka Miss MVP, Kelsey Plum, aka Plum Dog. Okay, all the girls. Tiffany Hayes, aka Tip. Okay, I love their nicknames. You need to do something, okay? Lead them, guide them, coach them until we three-peat. We need to be champions, win the championship back to back to back, 3 years consecutively, and we'll let you stay as a head coach. Now, if y'all don't make it into the finals, you let New York Liberty sweep y'all up like they just pretty much did, let's be honest, Like, what's the odds that the freaking Aces are gonna beat New York Liberty game 3, 4, and 5? I ain't gonna lie, like I'm trying to stay optimistic, I'm trying to stay positive, but I'm losing hope. Okay, I'm sure Becky is losing hope. She's getting stressed. They said like she looked terrible lately. Okay, and I'm sure like the pressures, just seeing everybody against her and Spoon are pretty close. They played together at the New York Liberty. She's seeing her lose her job. Kurt Miller lost his job. Tanisha Wright. But the thing is, see Becky Hammon, even though like she coached them back to back into being champions, she has a freaking pending lawsuit, a federal lawsuit that's been submitted by Dearica Hamby alleging that she discriminated against a pregnant woman. It's too many bad eyes, too much negative press on Becky. That's why they're like, look, you need to at least three-peat, give us something, or else you are as good as gone. Yeah, man, y'all, it's getting real. It's getting real out here. I'm telling you, my anxiety is up. I feel like I'm about to be next. I feel like they finna call me up, but like, you know what, Geneva? You're through. You're through. You fired too. Can't nobody keep a job. Like, what's really going on, y'all? But comment down below your thoughts about Tanisha Wright. If you're a Atlanta Dream fan, or if you're not, if you've been following that team, do you believe like it's well deserved? Like, who do you think should be? Who is going to take over the head coach? Who's going to be the head coach for the Los Angeles Sparks? Who's going to become the head coach for the Chicago Sky? Now, who's going to become the head coach for the freaking Atlanta Dream? It's like we firing people. It's like, but okay, but do we even have a name in their head on who's going to replace these people? And we just throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Like, you know what? We just going, because again, like the WNBA season, it'll resume. Okay, training camp comes April of 2025. WNBA season, regular season resumes May of 2025. That's like 6-7 months away, and it's gonna go like that. So it's like, who's gonna fill these positions? But who do you guys think is gonna be next? I feel like the bombs keep dropping. I think they might punish everybody who didn't make it into the playoffs, like all 4 teams. The Dallas Wings. Oh my god, I don't want to put it out there, but I have seen people on Twitter like calling for her head. I think her name is Latricia something. Okay, the kind of like heavier set white woman, the head coach of Dallas Wings. People have not been pleased with her. Even though she got Enrique, she got Sabali, she got a lot of good pieces, Cygress. And this is getting interesting, but I'm scared for everybody. Comment down below.